أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Amen. So we have been studying the verse inshallah. فلما أفلت قال لا أحب الآفلين. فلما أفلت قال لا أحب الآفلين. So this verse is from Ma'idah, Surah Ma'idah, 6th chapter of the Quran, and the verse number 76. So we have been going through all the, if you like, the journey of humankind and human beings, and how human nature, in quote unquote, reacts the transient nature of this world and looks for the solution. That is what is going on in human beings. So we don't like transient things. Are you happy with the voice there? You cannot hear. We can turn the AC off, maybe. It makes noise. Do you think it will be too hot, or what's the solution? Yeah, it's better. Come closer, maybe. So it doesn't want hot. You don't like hot. Yeah, man. Yeah. So the author was trying to analyze the verse and in practical terms. Not only when we say we don't like the transient things, or we don't really like transients in general, but how about our different faculties in our own being? So, for example, how is my mind? We will study how is my reasoning, how is my spirit, how is my heart react to the transients, and how can we find the solution for it? So what is the solution for the faculties, human faculties? So we studied up to this point the human mind. Where is that? The human mind here. So the bottom line, on the first page, the book, from the book 229. And for those who have the handouts, or do you have more handouts there, extra? Yeah, why do you hide them? We can share for those people who don't have it. Who would like to have it? Do you have? Okay. If anybody needs it, we have extra. Yeah. So the human mind, I'm just reading from the text now, which plunges in causes. Now, the human mind, which plunges into causes. Of course, we will question what does it mean. Ihab will answer that. What do you mean human mind, which plunges into causes. So we will take this nature of human mind seriously and we'll analyze in our own life, what does it mean for me? And then with this nature or with this capacity, human mind will have an attitude towards transience and look for a solution. Whether if it is happy with it, we will leave it alone. But if the human mind is not happy with it, it will definitely look for a solution. So we will pay attention to the nature of human mind, which plunges into causes. This human mind is bewildered at the upheavals of the passing of the world. Bewilders. Human mind bewilders. Yeah, at the upheaval of the passing of the world. What it says, of course, we have to think about it within our own life. Do I really feel it? Do I really say it? So we don't really just read the text only. So upheavals of the passing of the world. It is bewildered at the upheaval of the passing of the world and laments despairingly. Laments despairingly. We have to ask the same question to myself. Is it, do I really feel it? Do I really feel the despairing? So we have to think about it. We have to use it. Okay. Let's finish the sentence. No, it's already finished. Okay, let's study that. What does human mind, which plunges in the causes, mean? What does it mean? Who would like to say? Yep. It's really, I don't really hear you.
Oh, like makes assumptions?
Plunges into causes.
Jumps into things without thinking.
Without?
Like I took it as like
the mind is the center of thinking. So the mind plunges into causes. We have to understand this. That's what we are.
Like plunges into causes, and it's constantly thinking about why and how and that kind of stuff. That's what I get out of it. And then when it's bewildered, it's like.
So first, let's concentrate on plunges into causes. Somebody, that's okay. It means really wonders why and how. Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's carry on.
Sure. So I just wanted to give an example. For example, when you're biking, you're having fun, and if you think that you're having fun because of the biking, then you're really attributing the fun qualities to the biking instead of.
So, you are attributing the fun to
biking itself.
Biking itself. Yeah, that's what human mind does. That's the function of human mind in human beings. Attributes the effect, the result, to it is seemingly cause. It means it is immediate, adjacent thing next to it. So we say, I'm biking, I enjoy it because of I am biking. The biking is the reason for my enjoyment. That's how human mind works. Did you understand? That's how human mind works. The typical example, you are thirsty. When you drink water, you think, well, it is who saturates you or who quenches your thirst, or what quenches your thirst? You drank water. Water quenched you. That's how human mind works. But human mind also is qualified to ask the question, does it really, does the water really quench my thirst? As the sister said, no, asks the reason why it is happening, how it is happening. That's the function of human mind. We cannot negate it. We cannot ignore it. We cannot say that, no, I don't have any mind. I don't really think about it. I submit it to God, for example. So, but the mind is there. It's questioning. If you don't really question and go over it and really use it in the proper sense, and of course you have to question. Again, human mind questions by its own nature. That's how it is created, or how it is made to function. That's the purpose in giving the capacity of thinking, capacity of mind to human beings. That's the purpose. Whoever made me with this ability, and I have to use it. If I don't use it, I deny myself. I deny my reality. By denying my reality, I don't really solve any of my problems. So I have to answer. So water seems to be quenching. Bicycle or biking seems to be causing a fun and enjoyment in myself. But mind asks, can the bike, can the water really cause anything? Mind asks that. When they realize that, look, as soon as I drink the water, water disappears. And water doesn't have the quality to really know me, aim at satisfying me and communicating with me. The water doesn't know anything. Wherever it is stepped down, it goes there. It doesn't have any free will. So we know that bike, for example, bike doesn't know you. So you are being made within this order that when you drink water, when you drink water, water doesn't know you, but the enjoyment or satisfaction or saturation is there. But I didn't use on purpose created. So because I'm satisfied and water doesn't know me, but the result is amazing. The result is amazing that I'm satisfied. But this stuff doesn't know me, doesn't have any quality to do any favor to me. So human mind analyzes it, asks the question still, do I like enjoyment, fun? Yes. Do I like to be saturated or quenched? Yes, I am pleased with it. Yeah, I am happy with it. But this stuff cannot be the source of existence of these results. So the mind, I'm passing the plunge into causes phrase, mind is bewildered at the upheavals of the passing of the world. I enjoy being pleased, saturated. Yeah, I want it to be with me for how long?
Forever.
For how long? I want to be, how long would you like to be happy? And afterwards, you will start feeling miserable. Do you? Forever. That's how I am. That's how I am. Forever. I want to be happy forever. But I drank water, water disappeared. I rode the bicycle, bicycle disappeared. So even then, let's say I can get another cup of water, repeat and repeat. It will die, I will die away. Yeah? So mind says, what's going on? It's a strange being. Strange things are going on here. I want to be, that's how I am, not because I am a religious guy, or not because I believe in paradise. No, I am a guy, I am a person, I enjoy to be happy forever. And these things seem to be providing my needs. They themselves are transient, they pass away, and they don't know me, and my pleasure, I can't really trust them as they are. What shall I do now? Don't forget that we are studying the commentary or explanation of the verse that is told that Abraham, a person, but a prophet, doesn't matter. This is in the Quran that I am reading, and the Quran is speaking to me now and saying that there was a person and he experienced this, and I'm telling you this. Why? It is related to you. You'd better take notice of this because it is in reality what you are experiencing. So it's a way of teaching. You know, if you want to say something to somebody, you may not say you are doing that. You know, you can give a parable saying that there was a guy who did this and that, and then you say, you know, why are you telling me this? It must be something to do with me. Huh? So this story is told in the Quran not for the sake of story. It is directly related to me. So I will say, okay. Now, the subject is our mind, human mind. Human mind bewilders at the upheaval of the this transient passing away of the world. It is going. You know, we have to be realistic. Whatever we want to have, it is definitely transient. Whatever we want to have, we know it is definitely transient. And there is no way for me to get a permanent satisfaction from anything in this world, because everything by their own nature is transient. And mind says, I'm not satisfied with it because I won't get eternal, forever happiness or satisfaction from bicycle. You know, but when I get old now, I cannot really bike as much as I used to. It is a bit late for me now. So I want to, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to have fun. No, I really want to have fun. I really enjoy my life, want to enjoy my life, but I'm not able to bike anymore. So come back to the verse now. He said, but when it said, he said, I love not those that said. It means I want to be happy, but I don't love the bike itself. I want to be happy, but I don't really love water itself. I use water, but I want something which permanently responds to my need of satisfaction. That's what we have to search for. Yeah? Okay. So any question, any experience you would like to share? Anybody? No? Okay.
Actually, I was wondering about something. So, in order to get the permanence about everything you do, an event or enjoyment, don't you still want to make the full out of the transience that you're experiencing? For example, like personally, we as human, we want to be able to do, like for example, we want to be able to do biking until later on, you know, like until we get old.
I have no that. But I still want to get the enjoyment and fun, but I cannot bike. My legs are not really strong enough. Yeah? Now carry on. We want this. Look, one thing is, if you like, permanent within me, but the realization-wise. Yeah, I want to see forever. I don't want to lose my sight. But no one can, everybody knows that I cannot really see forever. But there's a desire in me. That's what I am. That's what I am. So I am looking for a satisfaction for my desire. It is with me. I cannot deny myself. But what the people do, we have to be very careful. They say, biking satisfies me. Look at this. And of course, when I get old, biking, I cannot bike anymore. I have to accept it. Look at this. Look at this mentality. Look at this way of reasoning. How foolish it is. When I get old, I won't be able to bike anymore, and I have to accept it. What? I have to accept the reality, they say. But at the same time, when they say, well, I have to accept the reality, what they are denying, what they are doing, they are denying their own reality, that they want to have fun forever. That's my reality. But because the mind is plunged into causes, and they think that the source of happiness, source of pleasure is biking. So there is no biking, there is no result. There is no water, there is no satisfaction. That's how the human mind works. But at the same time, the human mind again wonders, asks the question. I think I need to higher my voice a bit, huh? Yeah, voice up. So human mind again wonders. At the same time, not only paying attention to the nature of water or nature of my ability to bike, but mind also is aware that I need eternal or happiness forever. I need happiness forever. That's what mind also wants. What the people, some people, make a shortcut reasoning. Shortcut reasoning. They say, water is satisfying me, bike is causing me, giving me pleasure. That's what it is. And when I cannot bike anymore, there is no satisfaction. So forget about satisfaction. What they neglect there, but I still want eternal happiness. This is with me. You know, they didn't inject me this wanting for eternal happiness from outside. It is in my own being. That's how I am. So when they say to be realistic, what are they doing? They are cheating themselves. Looking at one side of the matter, which is real, biking is transient, water is transient, which is real, but how about the other side of my own reality? How can I deny my own reality under the name of being realistic? That's contradiction. Then the Quran comes, or if you like, guidance from my Creator comes, says there is a way. Just think about it seriously. How I prepared this world for you. I created the bike for you, and I gave. It is not the bike which is giving happiness to you. It is me who created the bike, and your ability to ride the bike, and your desire for happiness or fun to get from biking. These are all my set. These are all my plan, all my order. This is how you are. I put you in this position in order to understand that it is not the bike which causes satisfaction. It doesn't know you, don't you think? There are many verses in the Quran. Look at the causes, asbab. Look at the causes in Arabic, asbab. They cannot really tie their cause to the effect. They are independently created. Like your desire for happiness is independently created. So according to the teachings of the Quran, which makes sense, cause is independently created, cause itself needs to be created, effect is independently created, it needs to be created. Your desire for eternal happiness is created, biking ability is created, water is created. They cannot really create themselves. The human mind can analyze this. So from this analysis, we should conclude that the Quran says you should be aware that you are not created to beg the causes to satisfy you or to satisfy your desire for eternal happiness. Causes cannot satisfy your desire for eternal happiness. The one who created the causes can satisfy. Why? The cause and effect relationship is subject to continuous change. That's what we have to always bear in mind. Water is subject to change. Bicycles are subject to change. I am subject to change. The whole order of the universe is subject to change. They are continuously changed. So they are continuously recreated. So we cannot really attribute the existence of anything to anything else in the universe. Everything is subject to continuous change. It means everything is subject to, or everything is in need of being recreated. I cannot sustain my life, can you? Can you sustain your life? Can you say that, no, I have to keep my existence for one day, I won't get old? I remember seeing this brother long years ago. He used to be younger. Yeah. Do you see the same thing in me? I have changed, as you have. It means, why don't we stop it? We can't. Because I am not the source of my own existence. I cannot create myself. I cannot sustain my own existence. That's what I have to understand. So, whoever has created this universe has created within this order. So I have to say, the one who created me and gave me the desire for eternal happiness, I have to at least ask this question: are you going to give it to me? Can you give it to me? Yeah, these are the questions. Can you really give it to me? Are you going to give it to me? That's what my reality is. Now, some people, materialist people, say, be realistic, man. Everything is natural. Yes, I am being realistic. I am using my own reality. I am looking for a source of eternal happiness. Yeah, I am being realistic. Yeah. So we shouldn't buy them, huh? They are cheating. Really, they are cheating. They are using one side of the matter, which looks to the universe itself, not the side of the matter or the side of the aspect of the things which look to their creator, because their mind is so stagnant or obstinate not to accept that this universe at least might have been created. Let me think about it. They say, no, no way. I have to look at the universe as it is, and I cannot really acknowledge anything else. How did this universe come into existence? They say, don't think about it. There is no answer yet. We will find it. Look at the chief. We will find it. Yeah? But when they look at it, they look into the universe itself in order to get the answer. I am saying, how did the universe come into existence? That's my question. They say, I'm going to look into the universe. Excuse me, how did the universe come into existence? They miss the point. They say, we will look into the universe, how it came into existence by itself. Look at this premise. Look at how fallacy it is. By itself. What does it mean? The most puzzling sentence or the phrase that I hear, the things came into existence by themselves. It doesn't make at all no sense. It doesn't make any sense by itself. The building, this building came into existence by itself. No, excuse me, if it was so simple, but I have to repeat this. If it existed, it exists anywhere. If it needs to exist, it means it didn't exist, so it needs to come into existence. So it's not there that it will make itself. Don't be, it is an absolute logical inconsistency. Never buy this, never use this in yourself. It happens by itself. Because in our daily life, we take the things are happening as themselves. The weather is happening by itself. The things are the animals or plants or just they are growing by themselves, and we say, I am getting old. Look at the sentence. I am getting old. Who is you are getting old? Are you the one who makes it get old or what? We don't think that. It's so, to me, childish, simple logic. Very childish logic. If it is on me, I wouldn't get old at all. At all. People pay thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands dollars or material value in order to look 10 years younger, not to get old, 10 years younger. So why? Because we don't want to get old. If it is me who is getting old, I should stop it. We have to be realistic. We have to face our reality that I cannot really control myself. I cannot really be the source of my own existence. I cannot. So I have to look for an answer to it. How come that we exist here? Who is operating on me within a perfect order and putting me through stages by stages? Yeah, as a baby, as a young child, as a young person, as an adult, as a middle-aged, as an old man, and then gives me life from the beginning and gives me death at the end, and I have to wonder what's going on. I cannot do that by myself, and if I cannot do it by myself, the earth cannot do it by itself, because I'm a conscious being. It doesn't have a conscience. So if the earth cannot do it, nothing in the world can do it. What is going on in this universe, we have to wonder. We shouldn't take it simply. We shouldn't take it really a simple matter. When we use the language, we have to be very careful. Now it's Ramadan. We say, I'm cooking for iftar. Yeah? I'm cooking. We say, for example, I am being kind. I am doing this and that, whatever we are doing. We say this, but at the same time, we have to bear in mind that it is not me who is doing it. I want it, and it is created not by me. By whom? It is created by the one who created the whole universe. I have to bear this in mind always, and I have to practice it in my practical life. It's not simple. We know that we shouldn't speak in this language, but God created everything. It's not a cheap sentence. We shouldn't be mean about it. When we say God created everything, we have to bear in mind, what do I say? If God created everything, how the weather changes by itself? How the food cooks by itself? It's cooking on the fire, we say. Where is the food? It is on the oven, cooking by itself. What do you mean? People learn how to get there. You know, from different doors they are coming. Okay. Well, I have to watch how. It is not a simple thing. It is the practice of your belief in God. We take, I repeat this, we take belief in God so simple. I said, I believe in God, and that's it. It's there. It's on the shelf. I believe in God, it's there. And what else? And we start jumping into other subjects. But we don't bring this belief in God into our, I will use this word consciously, real life. Be realistic. Be realistic. It means when you say the food is cooking in the oven, be realistic. Is it cooking by itself? Yeah? Is it cooking by itself? It wasn't cooked. Do you think it said, I'm going to get ready because these people are fasting, you know, I have to be kind to them and maybe become an edible form? No. The whole universe is subject to continuous change, renovation, and it is renewed, which is demonstrating that somebody is operating on it. That is called, with the language of the Quran, rububiyyah. Somebody is manipulating, using, demonstrating his act of creation in a way that there is no moment in this universe that I can see the same thing happening at the same time, twice. No. Ever new act of creation witnessed, demonstrated in front of my eyes. Ever new. So I have no excuse. No, in my period of time, I didn't see no change at all. I didn't think the universe was constant as it is. No one can say that, even for a second. Constant change, renovation, constant demonstration, constant manifestation of the one who consciously manipulates on the universe. It means sustains the universe's existence in a new form. We know that كل يوم هو في شأن. Every moment, the Quran speaks from God's perspective. So as the speaker is God, I say, I am changing it every moment. And you say, okay, I'm changing it every moment. Is it really true? Look at the word. Be realistic. Look at the word. Is it really true that the one who claims that I have created the universe, that the Quran says, I am the word of God, the creator. So he says, I create the universe every moment anew. I have to confirm it. How? By observing my reality. Here.
I wanted to ask, you said that multiple times about this whole human mind plunges into causes. You said that this is how the human mind is, that we always think of, okay, so I drank the water and now I feel satisfied, so the water satisfied me. Are you saying that we're created this way, which is what you said, or are you saying that we've been conditioned to think that way? Because if I was created that way, then wouldn't that be sort of putting us at a disadvantage in that God created us in a way that we're thinking about water as it is what is satisfying me?
What do you mean by we are conditioned?
Like, you grow up and you're led to think that this is the water, you have to drink it, and when you drink it, you feel better.
You feel better. So that is conditioning. But now you are grown up. Can you not ask? Is it correct?
I'm asking because you said that we're created that way.
Yeah. But you can ask now. Is it the conditioning by your parents, or is it with you, within your own existence? Ask yourself, you are a grown up now, you are not a child anymore. You can question. There are many people who listen to their parents and then change their views, their understandings. Why? Because they are free-thinking creatures. We are free-thinking creatures. That's what we are given the freedom. But freedom to choose, not freedom not to think. You see what I mean? No. These abilities are given. Ability to question. Ability to question the relationship between cause and effect. Right? So you have to question now. There is no way to imitate after you are grown up. Did you get it?
No, I get it. It's just you said that we're created that way, and that's why.
How we are created?
Created in the way that we plunge into seeing things as causes.
No, there is a misunderstanding there. The ability of mind, looks at the causal chain, causal relationship. That is the capacity of the mind. Did you get it? That is the way we are created. But it doesn't mean that I have to confirm that the effect has been created by its immediate cause. But that's how it looks, that's how it functions, that's how its duty is. To look at cause and effect relationship. We see that there is a cause and effect relationship between riding the bicycle and feeling happy. There's a cause and effect relationship, right? And the same mind is not happy when it sees that this relationship does not really satisfy its expectations. Because it expects that the same mind tells you and me that I have to be happy forever. And the same mind looks at the bike or my power to ride the bike. I can't. And what's going on here? The same mind asks the question now. What is this contradiction there? That's what the verses say. When the mind realizes that the causes are really fleeting away, disappearing, going away, but my desire for happiness is remaining. The same mind says, no, I don't like this. It means that, excuse me, this liking means I can trust this. It means it realizes that it is not the water which is satisfying me, giving me satisfaction. The mind says again, the same mind. Where does the mind operate? cause and effect relationship. Yeah, it is created to look at the cause and effect relationship, but it doesn't mean that it is its power or its capacity to attribute the effect to its cause. It knows that it cannot attribute the effect to its cause. You can experience in yourself. Experience. Ask yourself, can you say that it is water who is satisfying you? Yeah, really? Can you really say that it is not the biking satisfies you? Not it is the heat itself really cooks the food, prepares it, gives a delicious taste to it? Or the whole system has been set by the one who gave existence to the whole system in the universe. This is the universe. That's how the universe is set. We are finding here, for example, I came here, we are using this room. It is prepared. That's what we are using. I cannot say that I made this, because before I was here, it was here. Do you see what I mean? It's already prepared by somebody else, something else. That's how human mind works. So the author is suggesting that if you look at this verse, by using your capacity of mind, reasoning, you can confirm the news you receive from this verse, saying that what you are saying is correct, because I experienced this through using my mind. That's how we should benefit from ourselves. We shouldn't waste ourselves. We shouldn't waste ourselves. What we do, really, we human beings are given enormous capacity to understand the reality, not only one way. All our human senses are given to us in order to understand, realize the purpose of our existence is to know who my owner, to know who my Lord is. But we treat ourselves so in a simplistic way. We waste ourselves, really. From my own experience, I know that I'm not using myself in order to know the purpose of my existence. It means I am given enormous ability, but I just look at the world like this. Oh, it's a huge universe, wonderful thing. People say there is a creator. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, I believe in God. Okay, I believe in God. Finish. And then leave this matter aside, because I am done with belief. But in reality, what we learn from here, every human faculty must be used in order to confirm this reality. It is there, just use it. We don't use it. Usually we don't use it, because I wouldn't blame somebody else. Because of the education system here, we just ignore ourselves. Even if you go to a psychologist, they say, okay, please tell me your childhood. Why? Looking for an excuse, for looking for a cause outside of myself. Yeah? How your parents treated you, not outside. Nothing is wrong with you. Your parents, your childhood, your environment, other things, causes. I can be realistic to myself as well. That they may have, that's how we are created, that's correct, but at the same time, that's correct, but at the same time, I have to see that every individual thing is created, given existence, by the one who created the whole universe, and I am given the ability to acknowledge this, to realize this. When the food is cooking, I have to say God is creating these things and preparing the food for me. Everything, the temperature, the heat, the oven, your desire, etc., your ability to remember what to do, to learn how to cook, everything is given to you by the one who created the whole universe and you too. So we have to really reach out. Our conclusion is the conclusion, which is God is the one who created the universe. In every point in our life, we can do that. In every point in our life, that is called God consciousness. God consciousness, being in the presence of God. But just saying the universe is created by God, then I believe in Him, and that's it, I'm done. I secured paradise now. And then maybe doing some actions, but we miss one thing in our reality. Bringing this belief into every department, every corner of our life. We miss that. That's what we have to train ourselves for, inshallah. God willing. Anything bothers you? Saqib, no question? Okay. You are satisfied. You are being realistic, yeah? Inshallah. We have to be realistic. We have to see our reality. When we say we have to be realistic, it means, what does it mean? You have to be successful in your school, and you have to get a job and secure a payroll coming to you every month. That's what we mean by realistic. Yeah? How spoiled, how distorted this idea of being realistic. Yeah, realistic means really, whether you call it in Arabic Ahl al-Tahqiq or Ahl al-Haqq. Ahl al-Haqq. It means the people of the truth, means the reality. What is what when the Quran says, we created everything with haqq, bil haqq. It means with reality. Why everything is created with the reality? It means you can reach the reality through using every single creature in this world, every single being in this world, and use your ability, communicate with them in order to see the reality. Question it, question it. Don't stop questioning. For example, when you, the simple thing, you know, when you are eating, you are happy, the food is delicious, question it, where this taste is coming from. How can I attribute, where I can attribute the taste to?
My wife, good cook.
Okay. Yeah, she's a good cook. Or you, I hear that you are a better cook, yeah? She's the better cook. So, is she the ask? This is simple. It's simple example. Can she really provide the taste? She's not the creator of the taste. Can she really provide what she cooks? No. You have to go to the grocery shop, buy it, and can the shopkeeper do it? No, he bought somebody else. And the farmer, can the farmer give existence to the food you love? That's what we have to understand. This bringing the belief in every point in our life is our ultimate aim. Don't leave it aside. Don't leave it aside that you believe. You are a believer. So when you read the Quran, you have to be very careful. It's not easy to read the Quran. We have to be very careful. When the Quran says, "O you who believe," or all those who believe, whatever, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, whatever. You believe, all those who, all you who believe, what, and then says something. When you read this, it means the following information must be thought through the lens of belief. Just don't say that, oh, you believe, okay? For example, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لا إلى آخر. All those who believe, the fasting has been prescribed for you. It means, oh, I'm a believer, so I have to fast. That is the result. You have to go through the process. How? You have to say, I have to fast as a result of my belief. It means I have to see the effect, the reflection of my belief in fasting. So bring the belief in God in your act of fasting. Do you get it? No. In your act of fasting, while we are fasting, what's going on? Yeah. Your mind, your expectations, you're not drinking, not eating, waiting for the sunset, etc., etc. There must be performed within the awareness of the presence of God there. For example, if someone says, for example, are you thirsty? Yes, I am thirsty. Let's say, example. God, here's a cup of water. Why don't you drink? She says, no, I can't. Because I'm fasting. But where is Iman there? Where is belief? Acknowledgement of the owner of water. Acknowledgement of your understanding of your own existence. Acknowledgement must be present there. Not only say that during fasting to drink water is prohibited. That's it. It's not wrong, but it is the very end. We must go through the process of belief, relationship in my action, and then that is why I am not drinking. So it needs awareness, it needs consciousness of what? Not being a Muslim. Consciousness of the presence of God in your life, in your action right now. Salah. Am I confusing or mixing up a lot of things? Sorry? Makes sense? Yeah. So because it says amenu, ya ayyuhalladhina amenu, sorry. Because it says amenu, it means you have to do it through experiencing, practicing your belief. It means. Do you understand that? Yeah. So what we should understand that any action which is done in the name of religion as a religious duty must have its foundation in belief system. Must be attached to the belief system. If it is not attached to the belief system, detached, separately. For example, I am a Muslim, I believe in God, I believe in the Quran. Quran says fasting, come to other side. That's why I am fasting. You see, there is no organic tie between your action and your belief. It doesn't mean that you are denying it. If something is missing, there is no link. So as if you go to an office and work there, okay? Here I am, it is 8 o'clock, I am in the office. I'll be here up until 5 so that I will get my paycheck, yeah, at the end. Because I am a worker, I am an employee in this world. But if you really are careful, every moment you are in the office, you must act with the consciousness that you are an employee in this office. Otherwise, in the secular life, you can ignore it, You can go and start drinking water or coffee or tea. You can do that, but in activities which are done in the name of religion, we cannot really ignore the belief foundations of our actions. We cannot ignore that. It must be present there. That is God consciousness. Not only, you know, we believe in God, etc., but we believe in God, we believe in angels, we believe in the hereafter, and what do they mean in my practical life? In the action I am doing right now. Okay. Too much details, but practical. While the conscience, now the second sentence, while the conscience which desires true existence severs the connection, right? Severs the connection with metaphorical beloveds and transient being through crying like Abraham, I love not those that sent. And it binds itself to the true existent one and eternal beloved. Now, conscience, mind operates over cause and effect relationship. That's why it plunges into cause and effect relationship, causal world. But consciousness, that is another faculty in human being. Consciousness doesn't really look at the cause and effect relationship. It straight realizes as soon as you drink the water, as soon as you eat, as soon as you start biking, your consciousness knows that that's the transient thing. It's possible. Your consciousness, but we have to listen to it. If we don't listen to our consciousness, ignore it or shut it down, then it doesn't function. As if there is no such thing we live. Mostly, conscious is, you cannot kill your consciousness. It is always there. You can ignore it. That's called in the language of the religious language, ghafla. Ignoring the presence of consciousness in you. It means really chasing it away. But when something happens that you are not accustomed with, consciousness comes up, pops up. You know, why is it happening? Why my beloved mother or father, whatever, or friend died? Why it dies? And when you lose something, oh God, I lost it. But when you have it, you don't think. Yeah? You don't think. God forbid, if something happens that you use your hand without realizing how practical, how useful, how a blessed thing that you are given, when something happens that you cannot move your hand, you say, oh, it is a call for the consciousness to come up and start operating. So we call them calamities. No, I love them. They are merciful actions. Calls the consciousness to do the job. Because when you lose it, you become aware of how valuable it was. That's why this is, again, this Ramadan. So we have to be very careful, to bring our belief in consciousness, in our belief up and be real. No one can deny that death will take place. It means I will die. Yep. No one can deny it. It's with me. But I can ignore it. But it's always there. Do you know that this reality of creating death is so blessed thing for us? Have you ever thought? Because of this reality of death, no one can deny. that we cannot assume that my life is eternal here. Everything is as it is, I don't mind. I know definitely, everybody knows that through the reality of death, whatever I do is transient. Yesterday is dead, an hour ago is dead, last year is dead, and yesterday's universe is dead. Dead. I say always, you know, the death angel. Yeah, death angel. They say death angel is only, or the Israfil, the one who blows the horn and announces that the universe is going to be destroyed. We think that Israfil will blow the horn only twice, and now what is it doing? Yeah? Testing. Waiting once, you know, when the universe is going to be destroyed, it will say, shh, then blow the horn and begin. And then when the resurrection will take a blow. It is an allegoric teaching. I'm not making fun of it. No. We have to understand that these are the major events, but these major events is always reminded, we are always reminded of these major events by the reality that every moment is dying. Every moment is given existence, and every moment is taken away from it. So the busiest angel is the death of angel to me. Every moment is taken, everything is going. So this is the beautiful side of the existence, which teaches us that, look, you cannot really ignore the reality that this universe is transient and it cannot sustain its being. It is given existence. So look for the source of existence of this universe and attach yourself to it. All your expectations must be directed to the creator of the universe. You cannot trust this universe. Doesn't matter your money, your job, and your life. Even you cannot trust the whole universe. Huge universe, because it is continuously dying. So, you know, Israfil is announcing my consciousness, saying this is transient. Yeah, this is passing. It is passing. Every day we go, you know, to sleep and then wake up, and to sleep, go to sleep, we get tired and wake up. Why? You cannot really sustain, you cannot static, you don't have a static life, you cannot really sustain your own life. It is continuously changing. You realize it. When you are hungry, you eat. Okay, but a few hours later, you are hungry again. Every moment is taken away, taken away. This is the call for us. This is the call for us to come to our consciousness, or to listen to our consciousness. Consciousness says, yes, I am aware of this. Only through the consciousness we realize this. We have to be very happy that this universe is subject to death. We have to be very, very happy that we are subject to death. Very happy. We have to be very happy with the Creator that He created this universe with a dying nature, if you like, dying characters, every moment. Why? Only through this reality that I look for the eternal one. I look for the permanent one. Because I don't want to die. Okay. Be realistic. You don't want to die. Be realistic. You don't want to get old. Be realistic. And what is the solution? How can you solve this problem? That is conscious. That's the function of conscious. Always urges us to listen to,
What if,
this reality.
what if someone tells you they don't want to live forever?
So, why? We said, okay, that's a good we hear that. I don't want to live
Forever.
forever. Ask him, why does he want to live forever? Ask him why. Because he has no hope. Because he directed his hopes to the universe, to the causes, to the things here, and he knows that they cannot really sustain his happiness, his pleasure, yeah, his whatever he wants to enjoy, and he loses his hope. That's called despair. As a result of despair, yes. For example, if there was no creator who is eternal, who is absolute, not only I don't want to live in this world, I don't want to exist, because existence is a source of torture. I experience the pleasure of existence, and I know that this existence is going to be taken away from me. I will not exist anymore after I died. If I think in this way, I am sorry not only for my life, I am sorry for my existence before life. I should never exist. I say, my consciousness says, is it my reality? He says, no. I want to exist. I want to live forever, happily, eternally, happiness. I want to have eternal happiness. So if I cannot find the source of satisfaction of this expectation, everything falls apart, everything becomes meaningless, and of course, it is quite normal for a human being. That's how we are really created, with this ability. We never love meaninglessness. We never love purposelessness. We never love miserable life that is subject to go into annihilation at the end. If I'm going to go into annihilation, I would just kill myself now. Because what is the point? I'm going to be zero anyways. So those people I don't know people, but this is the idea, floating in the air, or especially, sorry?
Like philosophers, nihilists.
Yeah, whatever. The people, ordinary people are nihilists also. They are professionals. But ordinary people as well, I don't want to live in this world. But it's full of trouble. Yes, problem. Yeah, because you don't see the ultimate, eternal one, who is your Lord. This universe is not your Lord. If you appoint this universe as your Lord, it will leave you alone, because it cannot sustain you here. You have to understand that what I want to be happy eternally, that's my reality. Who can really give me, who can really provide me eternal happiness? This consciousness asks this. Consciousness asks this. Who can give you eternal happiness? Look for the source. If I don't shut it up, if I don't ignore it, it means really neglect it. It always calls me to attach myself to the eternal one who can provide me eternal happiness. And then when you say eternal happiness, when you got the eternal happiness, if one says, I don't like to live in this world, I don't want to live eternal life, etc. Say, okay, you are right. Let's discuss your own reality. You have to look for the eternal source of happiness. That's why you think that. Don't say, no, you want eternal life, etc. Because he thinks that eternal life is so boring and meaningless, if there was so, and he has no hope anyway. So we have to say that our Creator, who gave us this sense of pleasure, eternal pleasure, this one, by giving this sense of eternal pleasure, looking for eternal pleasure, is a promise from him. He gave me this. But if I attribute this feeling to accident, to nature itself, of course, they are meaningless. They cannot really keep their own existence by themselves. So I cannot trust them. So I lose the hope. Yep.
So this life after death, which is eternal, we like to think of God in this life as most merciful, but He is also shadid al-iqab.
So I can't really hear what
I'm saying, when we think of this life after death, we like to think of God as merciful, but He is also shadid al-iqab.
So this is,
Shadid al-iqab, who's punishing?
just a minute. When we are thinking, we have to be very careful. I keep reminding this. When you say life after death, yeah? So don't go after death. Remain here. Yeah? Remain here. Right now. I know I'm going to die. And I know I love eternal happiness. Right now. So analyze this. When you tie yourself to the source which provides eternal happiness to you, you realize that why this sense is given to you. He's the one who gave you the sense is calling you now. Lay your hope on me, not the world, not the creatures, me, the creator. If you don't really connect your expectation of eternal happiness, what happens? Right now, what happens? You lose your hope. Yeah? And that is the shadidul iqab. Manifestation of shadidul iqab. It means really punishment is severe. If you really cut off your relationship, really, not temporarily, really cut off from the eternal source of happiness, the creator of the eternal happiness, creator of the desire for eternal happiness in you, then you lose all your hope. What you do? Either, if you are brave enough, commit suicide, which is correct, because there's no point in living in this world since you are going to be perished away anyways. But if you are not brave enough, you keep miserably complaining that I don't want to live in this world, I don't want to live in this world. Yeah? Why? Because you have no hope, but you are not brave enough to commit suicide. But this is the function of the conscience in human being, calls you, invites you to look for the source of happiness because you need it, it is with you, it is your reality. It is your reality. Right? So from our present day experience, we understand that if I find God and attach all my hopes to Him, I am fine. Because I am sure that whatever I aspire for is guaranteed from my Creator. He gave me all these desires, right? If I cut off, I am in complete despair, disappointment, right? When we read the speech of God in the Quran, or depending on the time, but now the Quran. Now the Quran says, I am going to give you paradise. I am going to also give those people who ignored me, who cut off their relationship with me, hell. And this is the punishment. Why the Quran is telling me this? Solve your problem now. Get it ready now. And accordingly, you will be treated. That's why when you read the Quran, which talks about the life after death, it is speaking to you while you are living right now, as you read it. So you have to apply it to your life now and experience that this news is really true. Why? I'm experiencing it now. There are two alternatives. We have free will. One, the free will chooses. One says, okay, ignore the creator, and I want to enjoy myself in this world. And human consciousness comes there. You cannot enjoy your life here. I'm sorry. Yeah? Consciousness comes there. And you say, oh, why not? You start exploring, trying to get the answer. So when you say, oh, that everything is transient, etc., there is somebody who is giving existence to this world. He must be absolute because of the nature of this world. I understand that the creator must be absolute. And then I have to attach myself, my existence, my expectations to the absolute one. I am his work. I am his creature. Yes? I am his handmaid. Do you understand this? Yeah, handmade. Because I made it with your own hand, it says. Yeah, do you understand that? Then, this news, what will happen to my eternal life, now can be approved, can be confirmed while you are living in this world. And then, yes, my life is a transient period of life in this world. It means I am going through different stages of existence. Do we get it? So when I was in my mother's womb, there was another type of existence. When I am here, I am going through different stages of existence. When I am given death, I will be experiencing another type of existence. Nothing to me, nothing depends on me. Everything is in the hands of him. I trust him. Because he's my Lord, he's my owner. He gave me my existence. Yeah? How can you not trust him? All the expectations within your own being are given to you by him. If you don't trust him, how can you explain all these human senses? So confirm this news by your real life experience here and now. So there were some hands here. Further question on the same point?
I've been in a religious school all of my life, and they always taught us, let's say, culture of Islam. I can see it now. They made the hereafter, or passing through death, a very scary thing that everyone is going to hell. But now I can see the hope.
So shall I stop you here?
Yeah.
You were a child, and there's a child education. Now you are here. Yeah. So you go through stages. You cannot say that when I was you are going to the college education. You can say, Professor, etc. Yes. When I was in the primary school, they taught me this. Professor, it is past, man. You have to go through this in order to come here. Right? You are told that, now you are realizing what it means really. That's another stage. So rather than comparison, make a progress. Do you understand? You will understand that, they meant this, but I wasn't aware of it.
Question, when you had said question about hell, and it's about hell. So how should we look at hell, from this perspective, in this life, right? Are we to look at it as a sort of tool used in the Quran to bring us back to consciousness, or when every time hell is mentioned, how do we I don't want to say experiences. I don't want to experience that, but
imagine how the hell is like, because you are given, or not only you, I think I am also given the ability to imagine. That's what the Quranic teaching, or the scriptures in general, speak in an allegoric way and presents to your power of imagination. All the descriptions to you to take notice of this and understand how they or what they refer to. Imagine you have lost your eyes, your ear, your mind, your nose, your tongue, yeah, all your senses. Sorry? Yeah. So how can you say that I'm a human being? So you are totally destroyed your human qualities, right? So this pain, in not only one thing. Can you imagine? If you lose one of your faculties, organs, one of your organs, how much do you pay for it? How valuable they are? Yeah? If your father is a billionaire, God forbid, that this a person's father is a billionaire, and his son or daughter has lost his power of mind, thinking. How much is he ready to pay for it? Whatever he says, whatever he has, right? It means we are losing all these values when we say, I am going to go into annihilation when I die, finish. I'm going to lose all of them. Isn't that the worst, the whole universe? If the universe is yours, you are ready to give it to save yourself, as the Quran says. When in the hereafter, the description. So you will be ready to sacrifice your mother, your father, your children, and everything, that your wife, your husband, your spouse, and whatever ma fil ardi jami'an thumma yunjih. Whatever is on the world, give it so that he will be saved. Do you remember this verse? Yes. Yeah. It is a beautiful, powerful description. Why is it so important? It is important while I am living in this world, in order to protect my whole humanity, I am ready to give everything. And it is true. And I'm experiencing it. So I can really confirm this news comfortably. Yes, if I cut off my relationship with my Creator, I will lose everything, and I am ready to sacrifice everything to save myself. It means look for the solution. The universe cannot solve your problem. The whole world cannot solve our problem. Only the one who is eternal, as it is said here, who is the, how is it described here? Yeah, the truly existent one and the eternal beloved. Why? He is my eternal beloved. When I reach him, I feel secure. When I understand him, I feel secure. I see the meaning of existence when I reach him. That's why, your beloved is here. So we can give the example. When you go home, God forbid, your wife is not there. What do? You panic. Huh? The 9/11. 9/11. Oops, what happened? Calling everybody that you know. Have you seen my wife? Panic. Because your life somehow partially is meaningful while we are with her. Yeah. How about your life? How much it will be meaningful when you are with the giver of all your senses. That is the most beloved one. Yeah? Yeah? Most beloved one. Mahbub. Yeah? So that's why we should look for it. Inshallah. So through our life, reality of our life, today's favorite word is reality, be realistic. So reality of life, you can confirm the news you receive from the Quran, the speech of the Creator. All what is promised there is in reality within you. The signs are given to you, and plus your mind can comfortably confirm that when I find him, all my problems will be solved. And what the Quran says, whoever believes in God and submits himself, that's important, to him, finds solution, faraj, or whatever, triumphant. He is the triumphant. It means your problems have been solved. So you can confirm the news through your experience now, but learn how to do that. Inshallah, would you like to any urgent comments? That it's time for prayer. We can pray and go. Inshallah, that's the time we have. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم إن الحمد لله رب العالمين وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله. Thank you very much. Thank you for those who gave the effort.